So it's an amazing day, and I'm super excited because I was able to make $1,000 from the opportunity that you're about to discover. Over the last 24 hours, I've been able to make, about, let's just say $1,200, $1,300, give or take. All right. So it's an amazing thing. The beauty and the simplicity of this wonderful opportunity. So I know you might be in motion, you might be a little, you might have one or two things fighting for your attention, but for the next 50, 60 minutes, I want to encourage you to just focus on the presentation, because what you're going to discover is going to put you on the right pedestal to really take your journey to financial freedom. You see, financial freedom, what does it mean? It means different things to different persons. And this is what I'm going to tell you. The most important thing you need to understand and remember is that you want to be in a position where you can take care of your bills, meet up with your expenses with little or no stress. That is the first thing you need to remember. And we know a lot of persons who feel, oh, I am comfortable. I drive a big car. I think I don't need to stress myself about anything else. And this is what I tell them. What is your monthly expense? All right? What is your monthly expense? It is now your monthly expense that will give you a heads up on the level at which you are financially. All right? It is your monthly expense that will tell you, are you on the right track? So if you earn $500 every single month and you're spending $700 every single month, you are in a rat race. All right. If you're earning $1,000 every single month and you're spending 1,500 every single month, you are in a financial mess. You cannot be comfortable until you have started earning 3 times whatever your monthly expense is. And this is absolutely very important for everybody to understand. And this is a little bit of financial knowledge. When you can tell yourself you're financially stable and free is when you're earning 3 times whatever your monthly expense is after meeting up all of your pleasures and expenses. So if, for example, you spend $2,000 every single month and you earn $6,000 every single month, you are very stable. You are on the right track. Now, how many people are in that position? Very few persons are. And so it is absolutely important for you to understand that you cannot be comfortable when you are not earning 3 times your monthly expenses. And I really want you to appreciate that fact. You cannot call yourself, oh, I'm a big man, I'm a big woman. Because you're driving a big car, that's not enough. You have to look at your monthly expenses. Oh, I spend about 2 million naira every month. Okay, but I'm earning 6 million naira every month. I'm good to go. It means I can save for the future. I can invest comfortably. I can get things done. But if you're earning 2 million naira and you're spending 2.5 million naira every single month, you can't call yourself financially stable. And that is why when people have a job that pays them well, they tend to feel that they are financially safe, financially secure, until one day they get a letter that says, I don't think we need you in this job workplace anymore. Your services are no longer required. Then they enter into shock. The reason is because they have not been able consistently to create investments that can take care of their lifestyle. They've not been able to be earning, 3 times their monthly expenses. Now, if you look at a picture in front of you, it shows a family laughing, shows there's loving, joy, excitement, vacationing on exotic places. When last did you laugh in this way? All right. And I'm not saying that it's money that makes people laugh. Different things can make people laugh. But most people forget to laugh because of the cost of living, because they have to meet various expenses, the power bill, various bills, fueling of the cars, kids' fees for school, shopping. It's crazy. So a lot of persons are under this weight that they forget to really, really have time to play and laugh. So we want you to have a lifestyle where you have more than enough to meet your bills so that you can laugh more often, right? So you want to go on vacation to, exotic places, and there you have a vacation with the kids, to Bora Bora. You can pick various locations, see wonderful things about nature. All of this is possible if you can actually attain that level of financial freedom. Now, after financial freedom, you need financial sustainability models. You need financial sustainability because it's not about making that money 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and then after a year you've lost that foundation. You need models that can sustainably keep you in the game. All right, so that's what you're going to discover here tonight, and I'm really excited to run you through this presentation. If you are coming for the first time, just type 777 in the chat box. Let me know if you're coming here for the first time. Just type 777 in the chat box because I'm super excited and I'm looking forward. All right, I can see all the 7777s. Amazing. Awesome. This is extraordinary. And so thank you very much for joining us. If you coming here for the first time, please take notes. If you have questions, drop them in the chat box. I'm going to do my best to connect with the chat box while I'm also with my presentations. All right. And thank you very much once again for squeezing the time out of your busy schedule to pay attention to this presentation. You're going to discover something that will keep you in a cash flow state, that money will not be your problem any longer. And when I say money will not be your problem, I mean, if you want to generate cash, you will do it from the comfort of your home. You don't need to go to your boss to get a pay raise. You will raise your pay by yourself at your will. All right. So, I mean, it's really exciting. It's an anti-scam system. You know those systems that scam you, those systems that always tell you, oh, send your money to us, we're going to trade for you, or we're going to give you 1% daily, 100% monthly. If you want to withdraw early, okay, you have to pay some fees. And here it is. We're going to open the withdrawal window for 5 minutes on this day. All of those kind of systems, those are scam systems. We have a system that is anti-scam, a system that has been working for 4 years now, and nobody has been scammed. A system where you have custody of your assets, a system that is safe, resilient, a system that experienced a disaster in recent months where there was a fire breakout in the data center and they had to invoke DR, all right? They had to invoke DR. Disaster recovery was invoked and these guys came back up and they apologized to everyone that, hey, for 3 days, we had to do this maintenance because of this. So we're going to extend your license for 3 days. This is a trusted system, that resilient, a breakthrough system that keeps innovating, keeps getting creative, improving its service. This is a sustainable business model. If you're thinking of how to, have a retirement plan, this is it. What you're going to discover tonight is your retirement plan, ladies and gentlemen, tested and trusted, something that is going to put food on your table wherever you are in the world. And the beautiful thing about this opportunity is that it's also scalable. You can start small and scale higher at your convenience whenever you wish. All right. And it's really a beautiful thing because as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm scrolling and looking at all the income flowing to my account while I'm talking to you. I mean, I can't resist it. It's a habit that comes from, using this system. And you're going to be amazed at what you're going to create. And I look forward to your being a part of this. But first, you need to understand your enemy is coming for you. Your enemy has been coming for you for many years, and some of us don't know that the enemy is inflation. So, for example, you take $100, you put it in a bank, you think you have $100, but every year that $100 keeps losing value. It keeps losing value. So, storing money in fiat currency, inflation is hitting it year on year, year after year, and your purchasing power is eroding. That is why inflation in some countries so high that people suddenly realize they can't fill up their tank, their car vehicle when they want to buy gas. They can't do a full tank. They just have to do a quarter or half tank. It's crazy. People just wake up overnight within a couple of weeks and they can't afford what they used to afford. What's the reason for this? It's inflation, right? Government policies, bad decisions. And that's why if you look at the chart in front of you, see some countries have double-digit inflation. Nigeria has double-digit inflation. South Tome and Principe, we have Sierra Leone, we have South Sudan. You see, these countries that have double-digit inflation, if you are there, you have to work extra hard, or you have to work harder. If you're in a country that has a 3.1% inflation, you're okay. Single digit, you have to work hard to beat that inflation still, but you can be a little stable when working. But if you are in a country that has 20, 30%, you have to go crazy to beat that inflation. You can't afford to be comfortable. In fact, you are at risk once inflation is double digit. The comfort of your family is at risk. All right. Fiat currency is very useful. Nobody can condemn fiat currency. It is what government uses to, maneuver, tax, control people, and make sure that criminals don't get away with their activities. So fiat currency is a unit of control, and they can decide to just freeze your accounts. They can decide to make sure you can't move money. I mean, fiat currency has its value, but you see, fiat currency keeps losing value. And like I said, the world wars, geopolitical tension, bad government decisions, it mess up your fiat currency. Every fiat currency loses value. The dollar in front of you over a period of 100 years has lost so much value. And that's why I keep this slide every time I do this presentation, because you need to understand that even the dollar is constantly losing value. So if the dollar is losing value, what do you think is happening to your own local currency? And so that's really a mess. So that should help you understand that you cannot depend on fiat currency or government decisions to give you your financial freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce to you the blockchain. And if you come here for the first time and you're a newbie to the blockchain, don't worry, you don't need to understand all the technicalities of the blockchain. Just understand that the blockchain is the internet where everything you touch is money. Everything you kick is money. If you decide to lie down on the blockchain, it's money. All right? And that is why it is called the internet of value. It's a special internet, very special internet. So how you navigate it is different from the way you navigate the internet of information. You see Google, YouTube, TikTok, that's internet of information. How you navigate that is different. How you navigate the internet of value, the value there are assets you can just buy, hold for 2 days, 3 days, and take 10%. Buy, hold for a week, take 20%. Buy, hold for a few minutes, take 5%. So these are all various scenarios. These assets are money. So we can call the blockchain the internet of money. This is the best definition of blockchain you can ever, pick. But if you want technical definition, just know it's the computers that are governed by peer-to-peer network, connected over all continents of the world that are operating automatically with cryptography. So this is a powerful system that has come to stay. There are various uses of blockchain. We're interested in the blockchain that can give you money. All right. And that is the internet of value. Ladies and gentlemen, If you are not on the blockchain, understand that you're losing value. The blockchain is where people trust themselves. People trust themselves more on the blockchain than on, outside the blockchain. So this is what I mean. Oh, so there were some transactions I did with my bank. My bank did this upgrade, and suddenly I can't trace those transactions, and my money hasn't been refunded. It's over a month. Okay. And so how do I go about fixing this issue? It becomes very tedious. On my statement, I can't see it. I download my statement, I can't see those transactions. It's crazy. But on the blockchain, no transaction can be deleted. There is data permanence. There is data immutability. So because of the permanence and immutability of the data, people trust the blockchain. Because if I send you something on the blockchain, you can't deny it. I'm just going to send a reference to somebody else. They're going to see that. In fact, if I change that record of the data, a version of it is saved. The previous version remains on the blockchain. That is the beauty of the blockchain. So you could go to the blockchain and see historical data, all the transactions. Just imagine having access to your bank's record just over the internet, no password required. You can just go trace see all the accounts that have billions of dollars, billions of whatever currency you're from. That's the beauty of the blockchain, and that's why it is trusted. So you need to understand, people who don't understand the blockchain, they're going to tell you, it's a very dangerous place. It's very risky. Criminals are there. The blockchain is the most transparent system. Everything is in the open, all right? And that's what makes it trusted. In fact, certified blockchain professionals face one question most of the time. When do we apply traditional programming versus when do we apply blockchain technology? So let me give you the answer. When you have a problem and you have two solutions, traditional programming and blockchain, which do you choose? The answer is, do the parties trust themselves? If the parties trust themselves, you use traditional programming. If the parties don't trust themselves, use the blockchain. So you don't use blockchain until two parties or more don't trust themselves. So that is the beauty of the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anyone fool you, tell you, oh, the blockchain is for criminals. The blockchain is where every transaction is traceable. So money is evolving, and I need you to understand that we are in the digital phase of money. You don't need to carry a lot of money with you. These monies now work on cards, and cryptocurrencies are also working on cards. You can literally take an ATM for your platform, crypto platform, take it to, for countries where they work, just plug it into the ATM and cash out your money, all right? So we're in a phase where crypto and fiat are cooperating and, creating sustainability models. You need to be on the blockchain because it's a global money-making system. You have to be on the blockchain because the success of the blockchain does not depend on your country. So if you're in a country where the economy is, inflation is double digits, everything is messed up, you can be in your country and be enjoying the blockchain. In fact, you can decide to trade from 1 a.m. of your local time. If you're in West Africa, for example, 1 a.m. you trade till 6 a.m., make a lot of money, and go to sleep. Asleep, wake up, do your barbecue fish, chicken, hit the gym, and repeat. So that's the power of these cryptocurrencies. BlackRock, many institutional investors are coming into the blockchain. Of course, you all know the president-elect, Donald Trump of the United States, is keen on making sure that the United States has a role to play in the future of the blockchain. So if leaders in the world are owning assets on the blockchain, the countries where they have money, what about you? In a country that's less stable, if you're from a country that's less stable, Why won't you want to key into this amazing system? So I really want you to think about it. Think deeply about it. All right. So if you don't know much about cryptocurrencies, of course, you could browse and do your research about them. But basically, there is the king of crypto, which is the Bitcoin. All right. No, Bitcoin is not known. Nobody can shut it down. It's been operating, and that is the backbone of the crypto space. But there are some other alternative currencies that have been created apart from Bitcoin. So we have XRPs, we have Litecoin, we have Ethereum. All these alternative currencies are created for one thing, to give the blockchain options and flexibilities that Bitcoin might not be able to give. All right. So that's the basics. Bitcoin was created in 2009 and has been operating. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Your country might not have bought into Bitcoin, but Bitcoin succeeded. It's possible that in 2009, 2010, none of your family bought into Bitcoin, but Bitcoin succeeded. Whether you get into the blockchain or not, the blockchain will succeed. Even if your entire country decides to say, we're not doing the blockchain, other countries will embrace it. So I want you to open your mind, think outside of your locality. Just don't think local, think global, and then you'll find out that you need to be a part of this amazing system. All right, so we introducing to you, right, a powerful money-making system that's so easy that you're going to make money every single day, and that is the trading system. So we have different types of trading. Three of the major ones are forex trading, futures trading, and spot trading. Now, forex and futures are leverage markets. So I need you to understand that when you're starting out on your journey of trading, you should never, ever get started with futures or forex. And this is a big mistake a lot of persons make. They get into trading and they don't understand how it works. They just jump in and say, I want to trade forex. I mean, why are you going to get your fingers burnt? Oh, I want to trade forex because people on social media are making it. Let me tell you, those guys on social media are just on social media. All right. I know some people that all they do is teach people how to trade, but they never trade. There are more of teachers because they can't afford, they don't have the skill set to navigate those markets. So I'm begging you, if you want to get involved in trading, run far away from futures and forex until you have gained in-depth trading skills. Futures and forex, you can blow your account in seconds. You can decide to brush your teeth before you finish brushing your teeth. Your $100,000 is gone. All right, so don't go there. We are introducing you to the spot market. There's no need to want to make all the money fast. The spot market is where you can trade and you can actually decide that I don't want to have a loss. Because in the spot market, you never sell your assets at a loss. So spot market is pretty straightforward. I mean, you take long positions, no losses. You can just hold your positions if you wish. All right. Fees are lower, of course, and you actually own the assets you are trading. But you see, futures and forex, you don't actually own the assets. You might own just 5% of the assets and borrow 95%. So when you're experiencing a wipeout, it will wipe you out, wipe both the wipe you, and you owe the institutions that gave you those assets to trade. So that's why we tell people, come on, if you want to trade, stick to spot. Stick to sport. Sport can feed your family. Sport can take care of all your needs. The most important thing is learning the skill set involved in trading. So welcome to the tool that assists you to trade, and that is Royal Q. Royal Q, Royal Q, Royal Q. It's royalty, actually. If you have a Royal Q account, you are royalty. It's not just for anyone. It's for those who understand that money grows on trees. Yes, in Royal Q, money grows on trees because from the comfort of your home, you can cross your legs, monitor the charts, take your entries, click your phone, go have fun, come back, and money in the bank. The bot will take care of everything. The behavior of the bot is programmed. How you want it to take profit, if the market goes against you, how you want it to behave, everything about the bot. In fact, trading on exchanges is more tedious. You won't rest. Your eyes will be on the market. I mean, it's so technical, the screen and all. But with the bot called Royal Q, it's so easy. So easy for you to trade. And that is why we're introducing you to this system. This is a system we use that's, we're cashing out in dollars every single day. All right. So we live in a world where AI and robotics, coming together to create something that is making life easy. What we have happening now, today in our society, technologically, in the last 10, 15 years, it would have been impossible. In the last 15 years, it would be impossible. I remember when RealQ started 2021, I remember speaking to someone who said he's a certified, the guy said he has his master's or PhD in machine learning, all right? And he was telling me that what you're describing that a bot can do, there is no bot that can do it. He was literally swearing. I looked at him, I said, you say you have your master's in machine learning. I just told him that maybe his knowledge is obsolete, that he needs to go back and, study afresh. What used to be impossible is now possible. You can be right in your home, take multiple trades using technology. All right. There was a time that if you want to take a meal, somebody has to come to you, take your order, walk away, come back, and all that. Today we have technology that can, take your order, get your meal served you without you interfacing with any, human. The robotic butler. We have robots that assist the police. Now, recently I saw a video about a service security man in Africa. I think he's with the police, and he was saying that what they need is the kamikaze drones. And he was saying that, what the forces need are the kamikaze drones. All right, these are drones that go, they go into the territory and eliminate the enemy. These are unmanned devices that can be used to take out the enemy. So technology has advanced. When countries want to secure their environment, there's technology that, you don't have to put people at risk. Technology that will go there, get the job done, then, physical humans can go clean up the mess, right? So we have this happening. Robots can capture criminals, diffuse bombs, and navigate mind-reading terrain. In the field of driving, I love this video because when I watch this video that I'm about to play, it shows you that sometimes when you are embracing AI, you can be scared. I mean, you have to really understand that it is what used to be impossible now being possible. So just take a watch, take a look at.
Oh, shoots. We're using the self-driving. Good. Man, look at that. Holy cow. This is scary, folks. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Especially if you've not done it before. Allowing something, especially when you like to control your car. But now you have an AI driving you. The world is changing, folks. You better go with the change. If you're still driving the old way, I don't know what to tell you.
Sleeping on the bicycle.
Everything is changing. Business is changing. If you're not going technology, you don't know, you're going to miss out. They're going to leave you behind. Don't let nobody leave you behind. In your businesses and everything you do. Tech is the new world, so get it going. I'm just chilling. Yep.
So yes, indeed, tech is the new world. Tech is the new world. What used to be impossible is now possible. What RealQ is doing right now used to be impossible. I mean, life is actually fun now. Life is easier. The kind of money you can make using this technology is going to blow your mind. So I need you to understand, first things first, for any meaningful definition, there needs to be, any meaningful discussion, there needs to be definition of terms, okay? And so what is RoyalQ? RoyalQ is an AI-driven super intelligent application that executes high-speed trading, monitoring real-time data, and adjusting itself to handle multiple trades with automatic trade execution. All right. In fact, if you have huge capital, you can literally make a lot of money just trading on autopilot. All right. If you have huge capital. But most people in Africa don't have huge capital. And so we have to look for ways for you to time your entry into the markets. Everything about the bot, how to behave, is programmed. All you do is click. I want to buy this, go buy, execute, and you're good to go. Just 10 clicks, and then you walk away. Come back, money in the bank. All right? So this is the beauty of the opportunity that we present to you today. But remember, this is a prospects meeting. This is not a session for talking about API binding and all that. Let us understand, this is a business prospects meeting. So don't bother about API binding here. So get back to your, team lead, or get back to someone. They're going to help you. All right. Here is all about, focus is all about what is really involved in Royal Q. All right. What is really involved in Royal Q? What is it? Because most people in the groups will say, oh, what is this about? It's about making money on autopilot 24/7. Listen, there's no public holiday on the blockchain. So every day is a day for you to make money. You can literally, let's say you're a very busy person, all right? Go to bed by 8 p.m. Wake up by 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., all right? Start trading using this bot. You trade from 4 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., 7, and get to work, all right? You would have made so much money in those hours that when you get to work, you'll be so excited with your work, all right? Because you've made a lot of money. So that's the beauty of this technology. Every single day is a potential money-making day. Yes, of course, there are some days the market has low volatility. Sure, volumes being traded are low. There are days when there's high volatility. But every day, you have the capability to really make that day a money-making day. There are some challenges when it comes to trading, and I'm going to tell you, if you've traded by yourself in the past, it's always difficult controlling your emotions. All right. So I have someone who was trading with little money, and yeah, if the trade goes against the person minus 5-8%, they're not worried, they're calm. But by the time they put $300 and the same trade goes against them by 5%, they panic. That's because the amount of money that's involved in the trade is now higher. So when it looks like the 5% is not looking like with a lot of money. So your emotions will always get triggered. And that's why when I train people, I tell them, hey, focus on the percentage always and not on the USDT value, so that you don't lose your, you don't go gaga. So that's it. Emotions can be triggered when you're trading. You have to understand, it can be very difficult controlling your emotions. In fact, you need to understand the market, understand yourself. It's easier to understand the market. Anybody can show you how to understand the market. But understanding yourself, that's a lifelong journey. So Royal Q helps you take care of a lot of those emotional things. Market analysis also made easier with the bot. Time commitment to trading is easier with the bot. Managing your risk is also easy with this bot. And remember, we're trading the spot markets, right? So you are relatively very, very safe. Then you have strategy execution, which means you save your strategy exactly how you want the bot to behave. You save it once, use it forever. Use the million times. Just import the strategy settings and keep going. Super easy. Or you can sync with anyone that you want to try trading with and trade on autopilot. All right. High speed execution. This bot is super fast. It's extremely fast. In fact, I remember there was a time some copycats came around and said, hey, we can offer you something better. And when we looked at what they were offering, This was a very slow bot. They told us, yes, we can do a fast transaction, but you need to pay more subscription, like $500 per year. I'm like, Royal Q gives you fast execution at a very, very discounted price. So that's super, super powerful. All of these things are what the bot helps us to sort out. Now, this is one of the most important slides, ladies and gentlemen. Pay close attention to this. Your money for trading remains in your control. We have been scammed so many times in the past because we are trying to take your money, send it to a platform. When it comes to Royal Q tells you, please keep your money to yourself. We don't want your money with us. Keep your money with you. Keep it in your blockchain bank account. Don't send it to us. All right. Now, despite our saying this a million times, sometimes people forget and send the money to Royal Q. Then we tell them, go to Royal Q and move the money out. So your capital does not go to Royal Q, the trading capital. What you send to the Royal Q platform is just the cost of the bot and gas fees. Your capital stays in your control. And I want you to remember this. As you listen to me, you will trade with rest of mind because your capital is in your control. On your exchange account, you are the owner of the username and password. Royal Q doesn't know it. You are the owner of the two-factor authentication, whether it's thumbprint, facial access, Google Authenticator, whatever it is, email, phone number, SMS. Royal Q doesn't have access to those things. So your bot is separate from where your money is. The bot is just connected through the API binding process, which is very easy if you know what to do. Very easy. All right. And once you do that API binding, over the internet, you connect your bot to specific IP addresses where Royal Q can trade. And all Royal Q can do, they can't withdraw from your account. They can only buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. That's the only assets they have. And that's how you make money. Now, your phone is just a television screen, okay? Your phone is not where the trades happen. And I need to keep emphasizing this. The trades are not happening on your phone. If you don't have good network sometimes, you'll see a situation where some components are grayed out, like some coins might be grayed out. Listen, that's not Royal Q issue. It's your network. Go get a good Wi-Fi, all right? Or switch network to another service provider, and you will find out that that is resolved. Even as you have those grayed out coins, click on it and take the transaction, it will still execute. It's just that the full functionality of the bot when it comes to the colors of the coin, green and red, might not be showing, but it's cool. So remember, the trades are not happening on your phone. The trades are happening between your Royal Q and your exchange account. So even if your phone gets damaged, don't panic. You have already programmed how the bot will execute. So anytime you get the new phone, just download the app, log in, and you see the results of your trades. Even if you feel, oh, this trade should have sold, everybody's own has sold, it might just be your network that is bad, so you haven't seen the feedback. By the time you get a feedback, once you get back to good network, you'll see that, oh, the money has been made. All right, so that's the beauty of this system. And I want to tell you, every month, you can make 10% to 50% of your capital. But I will tell you can even make 100%. It depends on market conditions. All right? You can even make 100%. All right? Like the other day I told you, I put about $3,000 into a coin. All right, $3,000 into a coin, and it came out with $500 profit. Just one trade. So you can make a lot of money. It depends on market conditions. But for the sake of this presentation, just keep your mind on you can make 10% to 50% every month. A lot of people keep saying, how much capital are you doing to do this? How much capital? See, it's not about whatever capital you have. Just remember, it's 10% to 50% every month. So if it's $1,000, just know that you should make $100, to $500 every month. It's all about the level of skill sets you have, the knowledge, and your ability to really grab hold and the tenacity to execute your trades. All right. So that's the beauty of it. All right. So there's a pause function that is very powerful. All right. You can pause your trades. Let's say your trade goes against you by 3, 4, 5%. You can just pause it. Then you go to bed, wake up, you realize, oh, it's pumped to 10% the next morning, you take profit. All right. So the bull run is here. Please use with caution. All right. So that function is there, it's powerful. and anyone can use it. So as you activate your bot, you're going to see your sponsor is going to direct you on how to utilize that. So we have different trading strategies. Just work with your team, work with your sponsor. We have lots of options. If you got money and you want to set autopilot settings, awesome. That can be done. If you want to copy a trader, that can be done. If you want to sit down and learn the trading skills yourself and execute these trades yourself, that is also available. And if you just want to take signals, that is also available. So we have various options. So somebody who doesn't want to stress themselves, just want to see signals, execute them, all of that is possible. But here's what you need to know. And I need to emphasize this. Not every trade will close fast. Some trades will take days. Some trades will take minutes. All right. Funny thing happened today. I was monitoring a coin. That coin was a funny thing. I was monitoring that coin for many hours, comp, and I was expecting comp. I'm going to trade this comp. So when I gave the signal, I forgot to trade it. And lo and behold, by the time I went back, oh, I forgot to trade. Let me trade it. It has moved. It hit profit fast. But then there was the other coin, all right, that did not hit profit fast, all right? XVG just kept going up, coming down, going up, coming down. That's the nature of the market, all right? You might go to bed and before you wake up in the morning, it hits its target, all right? So always be patient with your trades. We have a goal to train as many traders as possible. And if you want to challenge yourself, really take time to go through a lot of videos on YouTube channels. There are lots of free videos. Watch them, improve your skills. All right. We want you to become one of those that will be earning income automatically from the comfort of their homes. All right. There are things you're going to learn. As you learn them, you become a professional. So focus more on learning. And I want to advise you, all new ones coming here, the first month should not be all about how much you make. There is no limit to how much you can make. Your first 30 days should be about learning. You might make 50%, you might make 100%. I know someone who came in with $16,000. Wow, the first 3 days he made $800. The next few days he made another $1,000. I was super excited. I said, don't get carried away by the money. Just focus on learning. All right. So please, I'm going to give you that advice also. Now, so how much does the bot cost? The bot costs $120, and then you have to add $20 for gas fee. But you know what? If you're trading with $10,000, you need to put like $200 minimum. Management, control your emotions, who are out there. There's a challenge I have for you. And that challenge is that you take 300 trades. Most times people don't understand the power that exists in compounding. People don't understand the power that exists in compounding. They sometimes feel, oh, this trading is difficult. I don't think I can cope with it. I don't think I can do it. And they look at it as, oh, so I make 1% today, 1% tomorrow. They're not looking at the big picture. So I'm going to just do something now. I'm going to try share my screen in a moment. I want you to see what's possible when you decide to apply a little bit of compounding. All right. So let me try call up this screen sharing device. All right. So let's say you start with $1,000. All right. Let's say you start with $1,000, and of course, like I tell people, just your trade should always be 45% of your capital. Don't trade with all of your money. So let's say that's $450, yeah. And you want to make 2% a day. Let's just say 2% a day. All right. Now, if you make 2% a day and you're taking 300 trades, right? Now, 2% per trade, rather. If you make 2% per trade and your challenge is to take 300 trades, what can you get with $1,000 using $450 as the first buying amount? Now, let's see. So right here, you can see that if you decide to trade 300 trades, compound it, you can see the compounding model here, trade by trade. You'll get to a point where you will have $170,000 with $1,000. That's the career path we have for you. And this is why I tell you, most people say, oh, I'm so busy, I'm working, I've not had time to watch the videos. The question I ask them is, that work can it take you to $1 million? The work you are doing, if you do it to you are 100 years of age, can it take you to $1 million? And the answer will likely be no. Trading can take you to $1 million. It literally can. So set your priorities right. There's nothing wrong with working hard on the job. But after working hard on the job, work hard on yourself so that you will be a person of value. It is the value in you that will determine the result you're going to make. Because that job tomorrow, I mean, it doesn't belong to you. So work hard on yourself. Stop giving the excuse, I'm so busy with the work. Can the work give you $1 million if you work for 100 years till the day you die? For most people, the answer is no. So why not make time to get involved in an activity and learn how you can, take yourself to $1 million? If I do this compounding on the $170,000 again for 300 trades, you'll see that you've hit millions of dollars. Now, we're not saying you shouldn't withdraw. You withdraw, but we're just showing you the projection if you decide to do this. For 1 year, you're going to experience phenomenal growth. So, ladies and gentlemen, give time and set priorities for your trading, because this is a powerful money-making system. So the challenge I have for you is to take 300 trades. Rise up to the challenge. Activate your bot. Get back to whoever invited you. Activate your bot and begin to experience that freedom lifestyle. As you grow financially, experience that financial freedom where you're going to be making 3 times your monthly expenses. You're going to be making it. Once you have good capital to trade, you're going to be making 3 times your monthly expenses. You're going to be able to go on a great vacation with your family. You're going to be able to experience life the way life is meant to be. Would you like to be in this kind of location, having fun with your family, with your boat just by the side? All right. And then from there, you go to another country, have fun for another few weeks. Then go to another country, have fun for another few weeks. You can imagine going on vacation 10 times in a year. 10 times. Listen, I met someone recently that keeps traveling around the world, and the cost for his next trip is generated while he's on vacation in one place. So it's crazy. I mean, he's going from one place to the other, having vacation, and when he's in a location, he generates the money for the next vacation. That's with Royal Q. So get on board and get started. What we have works. People are experiencing the growth. Just get the link from whoever invited you, sign up, activate your bot, and get going. The miracle you want to experience in your life is possible. So you just have to decide that you're starting now. So why not you? What people are experiencing this growth. Why not you? People are making this money in dollars. The bull run is here already. People are experiencing miracles. Why not you? Why don't you want this miracle? Why do you want to keep telling stories? All right. So we have a model that works, and a lot of persons want to just trade by themselves. They don't want to talk to anyone. Yes, we have people like that. That's fine. But we also have people who want to share the opportunity. If you share the opportunity, you might get to a point. A trader will not make money unless he trades. All right. But if you share the opportunity with people, even when you drop your phone for a week and you don't trade, you come back to me thousands of dollars. The reason is you've created a team, spent time to coach them, train them. And so you're going to be getting some commissions from people's trades. And so it's a business model you can start. It's a way to raise capital for those who want to raise capital, but it's not compulsory, it's optional. And for those who do this, they experience massive growth. Now, I can't force you to do this, but we love people who share the opportunity, because this is something that works. It's been working for 3 years, but still many people don't know about it. Those who hear of it think it's not working. So how are we going to tell people that you need to be able to create something that will give you relief to buy gas, achieve the things you want to have in life, take care of your family with less stress? How are we going to be able to let people find a way out for themselves? It's just by sharing the opportunity. So here we have some income that's possible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you build the opportunity, you're going to be experiencing what you're seeing right now on your screen. Even when you don't trade, there are people with a team of 20 persons, they're making $10 every day. Literally, $10 to $50 every day. There are people who have a team of 100 persons. Maybe they just have 5 persons directly, and then somehow everybody work together, build a team of 100 persons. They're making $50 to $500 every day. You know, we have people who have a team of 400, and they're making $500 to $1,000 every day. People are experiencing this. There are people that are making $1,000 every day. That's if you build the opportunity. And we love you to build it because there's so much suffering in the world, so much scams. Evil thrives. Evil thrives because good men do nothing. You have what works. If you don't share with others, people will keep falling into scams. Go tell somebody about this amazing system. Go tell somebody about this system that works. People are generating thousands of dollars right from the comfort of their home every single day. People are making $500. So what kind of shopping do you think they're going to do? Imagine they're going to be preparing for the holidays and they've made thousands of dollars, like $5,000 within a few weeks. They're going to have great holidays. So why wouldn't you want to share such an opportunity? Something that works, has been working since 2021. Why wouldn't you share the opportunity? Unless you're really selfish. All right. So to all those who are coming here for the first time, you've listened to this presentation, you are excited, you love what you've heard. But you know, you have a couple of mistakes you can make. One, if you go talk to somebody who doesn't understand what the blockchain is, and you go tell him, I attended the presentation of this internet business, they say blockchain. You say, oh, run away, oh, run away. Now, this person doesn't know what blockchain is. So be careful who you give your ears to, because if you give your ears to the wrong person, you're not going to get started. All right. So step one is the most difficult step. So, but avoid giving your ears to the wrong person. Now, step one is going to be difficult for you if you keep doubting. You come to this presentation, you see there are 139 persons in this meeting, but then you're wondering if it works. So let me do you a favor. I'm going to ask a question. If you've made money in Royal Q trading this week, in fact, let me say, if you've made money from Royal Q trading yesterday and today, all right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if you made money to Thursday, if you made money any of those days, type M in the chat box. If you made lots of money, type M, 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 M. I just want to make it easier for those who are, joining this presentation for the first time. What we're saying, you see some people typing multiple M's now because it's massive. Let me just put mine, because I'm not going to tell you to put yours when I don't put mine. All right? It's massive. It's happening. It's literally happening. So look at the chart, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. I'm not telling you something that is not working. I'm not trying to hoodwink you to get into a system and just take your money. No, that's not what we're doing. We're giving you a path to financial freedom and financial sustainability. You will not have headache about how to pay your kids' school fees. You will not have headache about how to buy fuel in your car. You're not going to have headache about a lot of things that are giving you headache right now. Look at all the M's coming in the chat box. Listen, just go get started. Don't doubt yourself. Don't keep analyzing and saying, oh, will it work for me? But I'm from this village. People in my village don't succeed in this kind of things. Or maybe the color of my skin. Are you sure it will work for somebody of my skin color? You need to get out of your brain and go take action. Go take action, ladies and gentlemen. People have removed themselves from poverty simply by starting Royal Q. People have destroyed poverty in their life simply by getting started. The only thing holding you back right now is your brain, your mind. If your mind has not experienced $1,000 income in one day, you will keep doubting that you can never do it. So I want you to, just if you don't have a positive, just shut that mind down. That analyzer in your brain. Listen, Anytime you see yourself thinking about this, if you do it or you will not, imagine that you are in your brain and there's a large socket on the wall. That is the analyzer socket. Switch it off. Shut down your analyzer. Get the link, sign up. If you are doubting yourself again, go back into your brain. Imagine you're in the middle of your brain and that socket is there. Shut it off, because there's so much money to be made. And when you get started, you're going to say, wow, this is real. So it's time for a go or no go decision. And we have two options. Option A, do nothing. I'll continue the way you are. I mean, keep depending on one source of income. Continue struggling to pay your bills if you're struggling to pay your bills now. And if you're comfortable with your bills, that's fine. Keep arguing with your spouse about money. The wife says, hey, I love this hair. It's $1 million. How can I get it? And you say, don't you know what to do with money? You can keep arguing like that if you want to keep arguing. All right, you can keep giving excuses to your kids about why you can't get them some toys at a particular point in time. You can keep, receiving your salary, and within 2 days, you've disbursed everything to those who are waiting for you, and then you stay broke for the rest of the month until the next payday. You can keep doing that. All right. And when you decide to do nothing, anytime you are under the sun and the sun beats your skin, just remember that you decided to do nothing. And that's why you are suffering. All right. You decide to do nothing. Now, option B, activate royal Q in your life. See, when you do this, you just go through some training, simple training is just a couple of hours, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, you're good. And you begin to unlock income streams. Somebody posted, I made my first $1,000. Yes, that's how it is. Then you get your second $1,000. You make your first $10,000. You get your first $50,000. Make your first $100,000. You realize that at a point, you are making more money from your job. At a point, you can't get it. You tell them, hey, okay, no problem. Just give me a couple of days. I'm going to get it done for you. Then your family can laugh, experience joy, loving. See, money, people say, money is not that important. Let me tell you, money is very important. That's why you go to work from morning till night every single day. If it were not important, you would not be working your ass off. So money is important. So don't tell me that money is not important. And some people say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not the root of all evil. Poverty is the root of all evil. All right. Scarcity thinking is the root of all evil. Money rather is a lubricant. Money is a lubricant. Your engine of your car. If you don't put the engine oil, if the oil doesn't get to the sump, your engine could get bad. And if your engine gets bad, people are going to look at you. Hey, there's no engine oil. See, when there's no money, your family sometimes there's a lot of friction, and the family goes through too much pressure, right? So we're telling you to unlock something that will be supplying engine oil between you and your spouse. You're gonna be having great times. Your kids are gonna be joy loving. You're gonna be paying your bills and having financial, sustainability model. That is what Royal Q can do in your life. So which are you going for, option A or option B? Go for B and begin to live your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, being a part of this presentation. I want you to get back to whoever invited you. Get back to whoever invited you. Anything that will stop you from activating Royal Q today, listen, anything that will stop you from activating Royal Q today, I want you to delete it, destroy it, and take the story out of it. Anything and anybody that will stop you from activating Royal Q today, I want you to delete it, destroy it, and take the story out of it. Because it's a story that is going to prevent you. The story of your last loss, the story of the last scam, the story of the last one you did, the story and the pain held into that story. Now, that story, I want you to destroy, delete, and take the story out of it. Get started right. Focus on learning. Make the sacrifice. Life will not be easy for you until you make a sacrifice. If you do what is easy now, you will suffer later. But if you do what is hard now, you will enjoy later. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to see you at the top. I want to see you in the next few years when you tell me, hey, I attended your meeting in 2023, 2024, and right now it's 2027. I made my first $1 million. Thank you very much for convincing me on that presentation. I didn't know I can do that. This is the journey I want you to be a part of. So get back to whoever invited you. Anything that will stop you from getting started, delete it, destroy it, take the story out of it. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Have an exciting evening.